What lies beyond the veil of life? Swedenborg's The Portals of Paradise presents an astonishing account of what happens after death, offering a vivid journey through realms unseen, with profound visions of heaven, hell, and an intermediary spiritual world. The book invites readers to reconsider the eternal consequences of their earthly actions. It challenges our understanding of morality, love, and the divine forces shaping human existence. What determines where our soul will reside in the afterlife? Is it our deeds, our beliefs, or something deeper? Swedenborg answers these questions with striking clarity. It is the alignment of our inner selves with divine love and truth. Good deeds born from selfish motives hold no weight in the spiritual realms, while genuine compassion and humility guide souls toward heaven. For Swedenborg, the afterlife is not a place dictated by judgment, but a natural continuation of the state of one's heart and mind. The book's core premise rests on the idea that heaven and hell are not merely physical locations but reflections of an individual's inner reality. Heaven represents harmony with divine will, while hell is a manifestation of selfishness and separation from truth. Swedenborg also introduces the world of spirits, a transitional realm where souls confront their true nature before entering their final destination. In this remarkable exploration, Swedenborg combines visionary experiences with theological insights, painting a detailed map of the spiritual journey. The narrative compels us to ask, are we prepared for what awaits? Can we shape our eternal destiny while still on earth? As the book unfolds, it becomes clear that the choices we make today echo in eternity. Every action, thought, and intention shapes the spiritual essence of a person, forming an invisible path toward their ultimate destiny. According to Swedenborg, the afterlife is divided into three primary realms: heaven, hell, and the world of spirits. Each one reflects the moral and spiritual state of an individual, creating a deeply personal and transformative experience after death. The world of spirits acts as an intermediary space where souls undergo a process of self-discovery. This realm reveals the truth about one's inner nature, unmasking intentions hidden behind actions. In this stage, the soul is drawn toward either heaven or hell, not by external judgment, but by its inherent alignment with love, truth, or selfish desires. Swedenborg describes this process as a spiritual magnetism, where souls gravitate naturally toward the realm that mirrors their inner being. Heaven is portrayed as a realm of harmony, where inhabitants exist in perfect union with divine love and wisdom. This is not a place earned by outward deeds alone, but by the genuine desire to live in accordance with higher principles. The joy of heaven stems from selfless service, mutual respect, and a profound connection with the divine. Conversely, hell is a manifestation of separation, where souls consumed by pride, greed, and falsehood experience isolation and torment reflective of their inner chaos. These realms are not static. They adapt to the individuality of each soul. Swedenborg emphasizes that the spiritual world is deeply personal, designed to provide growth, understanding, and eventual reconciliation with truth. Yet this reconciliation depends entirely on the willingness of the soul to embrace divine principles. This detailed depiction raises fundamental questions about the nature of morality. If deeds alone do not determine one's fate, how can people cultivate the qualities needed to align with the divine? Swedenborg offers an answer. Sincere reflection and genuine intent are key. The journey to spiritual wholeness begins in the present moment, through small acts of kindness and an earnest commitment to truth. These choices, while seemingly insignificant, carry eternal weight, setting the foundation for one's ultimate destination. The concept of heaven in the Portals of Paradise defies conventional ideas of paradise as merely a place of eternal comfort. Swedenborg reveals heaven as a realm of profound spiritual alignment, where inhabitants live in harmony with divine laws. Each soul resides in a community that reflects their unique qualities and contributions, creating a society grounded in mutual love and understanding. Swedenborg describes these heavenly communities as organized by divine order, with every individual fulfilling a role perfectly suited to their nature. The interconnectedness of these roles forms a spiritual body, each member contributing to the greater whole. This structure exemplifies the principle that true happiness is found in service to others and in acting from a place of selfless love. Souls in heaven radiate joy not because of what they receive, but because of what they give. The environment of heaven mirrors the internal states of its inhabitants. Those who embody love and wisdom experience surroundings of unimaginable beauty: gardens, rivers, and homes that seem alive with divine energy. These landscapes are not static. They respond to the emotions and thoughts of those who dwell within them, emphasizing the intimate connection between the inner self and the external world. Swedenborg also emphasizes the transformative abhivaya of divine in heaven. This light is not just physical but spiritual, representing truth directly from the divine source. It illuminates the minds and hearts of the souls, enabling them to grow in wisdom and understanding. The clarity provided by this light allows inhabitants to perceive the true nature of reality, free from earthly misconceptions. This depiction of heaven challenges common assumptions about eternal life. If ultimate joy comes from serving others and aligning with divine truth, how can individuals cultivate these qualities while still on earth? Swedenborg suggests that heaven begins internally as a state of mind and heart. By striving to live in accordance with principles of love and wisdom, one can create an inner heaven that continues into eternity, shaping not only the afterlife but the experiences of the present. Hell in Swedenborg's vision is not a realm of punishment imposed by an external force, but a state that arises naturally from choices rooted in selfishness and disconnection from divine truth. Rather than being a place of arbitrary torment, it reflects the internal chaos and disarray of those who reject love and wisdom. This realm serves as a mirror, revealing the consequences of a life lived without regard for higher principles. The inhabitants of hell exist in communities much like those in heaven, but their relationships are marked by conflict, deceit, and exploitation. These societies are shaped by the very qualities that define the souls within them: envy, pride, and greed. Unlike the harmonious order of heaven, the communities in hell are disjointed, driven by personal gain and devoid of mutual care. Each soul is isolated, despite living among others, due to their inability to form genuine connections. Swedenborg describes hell as a realm of darkness, both literal and spiritual. The absence of divine light leaves souls unable to see the truth clearly, perpetuating their delusions and internal suffering. This darkness is not merely external, it resides within the minds of the inhabitants, shaping their experiences and interactions. Even the landscapes of hell reflect this inner turmoil, manifesting as barren wastelands, oppressive cities, or chaotic environments that mirror the states of those who dwell there. Despite its grim depiction, Swedenborg's hell is not without purpose. It functions as a necessary counterpart to heaven, allowing free will to remain intact. Souls gravitate toward this realm not by divine judgment but by their own alignment with selfish desires. This choice ensures that the spiritual world operates in accordance with the true nature of each individual. The idea of hell as a natural outcome rather than a divine punishment raises questions about accountability and transformation. What prevents individuals from descending into such a state? Swedenborg suggests that the antidote lies in embracing humility, cultivating love, and seeking truth. By prioritizing these qualities, one can avoid the inner darkness that leads to eternal separation from the divine. The world of spirits serves as the crucial space where souls undergo a process of purification and self-realization before ascending to their final spiritual destination. Swedenborg illustrates this realm as a liminal space, not bound by time or physical form, but a transition where souls face the truth of their own nature. Here, the actions, desires, and intentions accumulated during life are brought into sharp focus, allowing individuals to confront who they truly are, beyond the facade they may have constructed on earth. In this world, souls are not immediately classified into heaven or hell, but instead experience a transformative journey. The world of spirits acts like a mirror, reflecting the inner turmoil or peace that each soul carries. Some individuals encounter the divine light for the first time, beginning to understand the nature of love and truth. Others remain trapped in their delusions, struggling to come to terms with their selfishness or ignorance. This period of reflection is not punishment but an opportunity for growth and clarity, where souls are allowed to reassess their choices. Swedenborg describes the world of spirits as a dynamic environment, constantly shifting and adapting to the souls it houses. It can take on aspects of both heaven and hell, depending on the soul's state. For example, those who begin to seek divine truth may experience surroundings filled with light and peace, while those still caught in material desires may find themselves surrounded by darkness and confusion. This flexible nature of the world of spirits reflects the potential for change within every soul, highlighting the idea that transformation is always possible if one is willing to confront the truth about oneself. The importance of the world of spirits is that it allows for the exercise of free will. Souls can choose whether to embrace truth or to reject it, and this decision ultimately determines their path. Swedenborg emphasizes that this choice is not forced but is guided by the soul's internal desires. In the world of spirits, there is no external punishment, Instead, there is a constant, gentle influence of divine love, encouraging souls to choose the path toward growth and spiritual enlightenment. The role of this realm raises a central question: can true change occur if souls are not aware of their own inner state? Swedenborg offers the answer. The world of spirits provides the opportunity for this awareness to unfold, but it requires a conscious willingness to embrace divine guidance and transform one's heart. Divine love and truth are not abstract concepts in Swedenborg's vision, they are the very forces that govern the spiritual realms. These principles guide the souls in their journey through the afterlife, acting as beacons that lead toward either heaven or hell. For Swedenborg, the divine is not distant or unreachable, but an intimate presence that works within each soul, molding its character and choices. The closer a soul aligns with love and truth, the nearer it is to heaven. Conversely, the more a soul clings to selfish desires and falsehood, the further it drifts from the divine, spiraling toward hell. The transformative power of divine love lies in its ability to purify and elevate the soul. Love, in its truest form, is not the fleeting affection or passion of earthly life, but a steady, selfless force that compels individuals to seek the well-being of others. Swedenborg describes this love as the essence of heaven, creating bonds between souls and fostering a deep sense of unity. This love is reflected in every interaction in the celestial realm, as souls freely give and receive without expectation, driven solely by a desire to share in divine goodness. The true joy of heaven, then, is not in personal gain but in the shared experience of mutual love. Truth, on the other hand, is the light that illuminates the soul's understanding, dispelling the shadows of ignorance and delusion. In heaven, souls are bathed in the radiant truth of the divine, which allows them to see the world and each other clearly, free from the distortions of earthly perceptions. The truth in this context is not merely factual knowledge, but a profound understanding of divine will and the inherent goodness of creation. Swedenborg teaches that it is through this light of truth that souls can grow in wisdom and clarity, aligning their thoughts and actions with divine principles. In hell, the absence of divine love and truth leads to spiritual decay. Souls in this realm are trapped in their self-centered desires, unable to perceive the truth of their actions or the suffering they cause. The more they resist divine love, the more isolated and disillusioned they become. This separation from the divine creates a spiritual darkness that perpetuates their misery, highlighting the essential role that love and truth play in the health of the soul. Through this lens, Swedenborg presents a compelling vision of the afterlife, one that places the responsibility for eternal destiny squarely in the hands of the individual. The path to heaven or hell is not dictated by arbitrary judgment but by the alignment of one's soul with divine love and truth. This understanding calls into question the very nature of morality and free will. How can we, while living, choose to cultivate the qualities that lead us toward divine harmony? The answer lies in a continual, conscious effort to align our lives with love, truth, and service to others. Free will stands as a pivotal theme in Swedenborg's The Portals of Paradise. It is not simply a gift but a fundamental force that determines the soul's path in the afterlife. The power to choose is what distinguishes human beings and is the key to spiritual transformation. According to Swedenborg, the soul's ultimate destiny is shaped by the decisions made during life, where each individual is free to align with divine love or reject it in favor of selfish desires. This freedom, however, is not without responsibility. Every choice made by the soul ripples into eternity as it contributes to the soul's development or decay. In heaven, those who freely choose to serve others and embrace divine love form communities based on mutual respect and joy. These souls are not coerced or forced into goodness, they choose it because it aligns with their inner nature, which is rooted in love and truth. The process of spiritual evolution in heaven is a natural one, where the soul's inherent goodness is nurtured and expressed freely. In contrast, in hell, the exercise of free will leads to spiritual destruction. Souls here are not condemned by an external force, but are trapped in their own choices. These individuals are free to act according to their desires, but their desires are rooted in egoism, pride, and falsehood, which ultimately isolates them from divine light. Swedenborg presents hell as a place where free will has been exercised to its fullest extent, but not in a way that leads to spiritual growth. Instead, it results in eternal separation from the divine and from others. Souls here are free, but their freedom is one of isolation and torment. Swedenborg's view of free will challenges traditional notions of fate and destiny. He argues that we are not passive recipients of divine will but active participants in shaping our eternal lives. Each moment presents an opportunity for the soul to choose alignment with love, truth, and service, or to follow the path of selfishness and delusion. This constant exercise of free will is what forms the core of spiritual growth, with each choice either leading toward divine unity or toward spiritual destruction. The profound implications of free will lead to an essential question: if every soul's destiny is determined by its choices, how can we guide ourselves toward heaven? Swedenborg's answer is clear: through conscious self-reflection, aligning one's actions with divine love, and continually seeking truth. It is through these efforts that the soul begins its journey toward its highest potential, transforming not just in the afterlife, but during life itself. As we reach the final part of this exploration into Swedenborg's The Portals of Paradise, it's clear that the essence of his message revolves around a single, powerful idea. The afterlife is not some distant event that happens to us. It is an extension of who we are right now. What we choose, how we live, and the intentions behind our actions shape our eternal journey. Heaven and hell are not just places we go, they are states of being we create, moment by moment, through the choices we make. Swedenborg emphasizes that this spiritual journey isn't simply about external actions, but about the very heart and soul of an individual. We often think that doing good deeds automatically aligns us with divine will, but Swedenborg reveals that it's the true motive behind those deeds that matters most. Are we helping others out of genuine love, or is it to fulfill our own desires, perhaps even seeking praise or recognition? The difference between heaven and hell is not so much about what we do, but why we do it. A selfish act, no matter how outwardly virtuous, cannot lead the soul toward divine unity. This brings us back to the role of free will. Every soul has the opportunity to choose, but this freedom comes with profound responsibility. The choices we make in this life ripple through eternity, guiding our soul toward the light of divine truth or the darkness of self-centered desires. Swedenborg's teaching calls us to be conscious of how we use this free will. Do we make decisions with love, wisdom, and truth in mind, or do we prioritize our own comfort and desires? In every interaction, in every choice, the opportunity for transformation is present. It's easy to think that our day-to-day choices, small decisions about how we treat others, the way we handle challenges, or how we spend our time don't matter in the grand scheme of things. But Swedenborg insists that these seemingly small decisions are, in fact, the building blocks of our spiritual destiny. If we seek to live in alignment with love and truth in the present, our soul is already starting its journey toward heaven. Every act of kindness, every decision to embrace truth over falsehood, brings us one step closer to divine harmony. Now, this doesn't mean that we need to be perfect. Swedenborg recognizes that everyone has flaws and moments of weakness, but it's the sincere desire to improve and align oneself with divine principles that makes all the difference. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about the direction of the heart. If the heart is set on growth, on learning, and on becoming more loving and truthful each day, then the soul is on the path to heaven. At the same time, this journey doesn't end with death. The afterlife is an ongoing process of growth and transformation. Swedenborg describes heaven and hell as being in constant flux, influenced by the choices souls make in their interactions with others and with the divine. Souls in heaven continue to evolve, growing in wisdom and love as they align even more deeply with divine will. Souls in hell, however, remain fixed in their selfishness, unable to break free from their own desires and illusions. The beauty of Swedenborg's vision is that it places the power to shape our future squarely in our own hands. We are not passive recipients of fate. We are active participants in the unfolding of our eternal journey. By living with purpose, striving to align with love, truth, and wisdom, we can shape the life and afterlife we desire. Each moment is an opportunity to make a choice. Will we choose love and truth, or will we choose self-interest and delusion? As we finish this deep dive into Swedenborg's The Portals of Paradise, I encourage you to reflect on the power of your own choices. What path are you on, and what can you do today to start aligning more closely with divine love and truth? Remember, it's not about perfection, but about sincere effort and a genuine heart. If you found this exploration meaningful and want to continue learning about how your choices can shape your spiritual journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on spiritual growth and the mysteries of the afterlife. And if you have any thoughts or questions, share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reflections on Swedenborg's teachings and how they might be inspiring your own journey. Stay connected to your highest self. And until next time, keep choosing love and truth.